Hey guys, here's a brief video I wanted to show you before I get these all packed up for their 10,000 mile journey back to the States. This is all 155 Mini GT vehicles that I have acquired over the past couple of years. I still have more on the way. Hopefully they'll make it before we leave at the first of the year. But this is what I've acquired so far. A couple of them you've seen in the video just recently. We did a couple days ago some BMWs and Acura and Lambo. But they're kind of mixed into this group. You may see them, you may not, because I'm not going to pick these up individually, because as you can see, there are quite a few of them. So, just kind of a quick rundown. In the back, you have the Bugatti hidden away. That's supposedly going to be the favorite for this year's best 164th car. Not my personal perspective, but other people's. It is going to make it into my top group. It did make it into the qualifying third quarter, but not sure if for me it will make it as the number one diecast for the year. But some people are claiming that it will be. Then in this parking lot, and the parking lot itself is also Mini GT, you have all of the Liberty Walk Lamborghini Huracans and Aventadors all released to date. There is a black Huracan with the gold wheels to kind of match the Aventador that is being released at the moment. It has not hit my neck of the woods yet. Also, the Silhouette Works Huracan in the matte gray is supposed to be released soon too, but I have not seen it yet. So those two are in the process of being released. But so far, these are all of them except for one of the Toys R Us exclusives. So as you can see back here, you have your yellow and your gray that was never released. Those kind of got leaked out of the Bangladesh factory before it closed. Then this was supposedly going to be the Volcano Yellow Toys R Us exclusive, which I find that hard to believe, but that was the package that they put it in, so that's all we got to go by. I think they were going to release a red one eventually, but they just didn't. They made the packaging for the Volcano Yellow TRU exclusive, but never made the car. And they had this red one that they started producing. So, I don't know. It kind of is hard for me to believe because usually all the TRU exclusives always are the same color as the regular release, except they have a different wheel and a carbon hood or carbon hood and roof. Sometimes not even different wheels, just the carbon hood and roof. So that's why I kind of find it hard to believe. But hey, that's what we got to go by. It is a Mini GT release. It isn't some, like, whatever it was that they were knocking off in Taiwan or something like that. So it is an actual Mini GT car. Then the other TRU exclusive that I have is the white one with the carbon hood and the red wheels. As you can see, the standard one didn't have a carbon hood and had black wheels. And it is a different collector number. So usually that is the Toys R Us thing too. They will be a different collector number if it is a one-off car for Toys R Us. The only one they didn't do that with, we'll get to in just a second. Now you can see in the front row here, these are all of the Land Rovers that have been released to date almost, except I did not get the Toy Expo and I do not have the Sinopec Camel Trophy winner yet. So, that is your Land Rover lineup. Now, coming back over here, this is the start of your A90 lineup, the Mark V Supras. These are the two Liberty Walk ones that have been released so far. Then back here you have all of the HKS and Pandems all along the back line here. All the way to the Kato House 510s, or Kaito House 510s. Anyways, there is one that's on the way right now. Actually, I should have it tomorrow or the next day. It is the Renaissance Red HKS kit. So that one we'll be doing a video on hopefully next week with the new Corvette C8R. Anyways, speaking of Corvette C8s, this is every single Corvette C8 release so far. All of the colors. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. Then we will have the first C8R coming up next week, which is yellow, number 3, which is pretty cool. So then with the one that I was telling you about, the TRU exclusive, this is the only Pandem GTR that they did. And the regular one is right here. This is also a Japan exclusive, but it was internationally released. This is the TRU one. What's very strange is they both were number 96. They shared the same number. But the TRU exclusive has blue insert wheels, carbon hood, and carbon roof. Now, they do have 3 exclusive GTRs from Liberty Walk, and they're different numbers. And they're very similar to the regulars, but they do have some differences. But anyways, right now to date that have been released so far, there are 57 R35 GTRs. And right here you see 54 of them. And a custom that I did with a chase and regular. But there's 54 here. The 3 that are missing are the Toys R Us Liberty Walks, which is your maroon one, which is this guy down here, which it's exactly the same exact car except it has a carbon hood. I think it's like number 82 or something like that. Then you have this white one here, which is the exact same car except it has like an orangish red wheel on it. Then the third one is the magic purple, which is this guy here, but it has a carbon hood and maybe carbon roof, and the rims have a chrome trim ring or a painted trim ring on it. So that would be your 3 TRU exclusives that I do not have yet. They go for some ridiculous money sometimes, and I'm not sure I can justify it just to have those slight variants. Total different, like paint jobs is a different thing. That I can definitely justify. Like, for example, like Shell, Sinopec, those type of ones that go for bigger money because they're like a store retailer exclusive. That's understandable sometimes. But something with such a slight difference, I'm not sure. Because they go for well over $100 usually each. Now getting back to what we have in front of us here. So, leaning back down here, we have all 3 of the Lamborghini Urus that have been released so far. The first Taycan, Porsche, and then you have all of your Porsche GT2 RSs here. Then you have your first 2 911 Carrera S's. Actually, the one is the 4S, the yellow one. Then you have your 3 Nismo GTRs, R32s I should say. Then you have a few of the R32 race prepped ones. I did not pick up all of them, which I still may try to obtain 2 more before I leave here, and that would be, I think it's the Kiyosaki and then the BP Zippo. I just think it's kind of funny to see a car sponsored by BP Gas and Zippo lighters. So it just seems kind of funny to see both of those on the same car. So that's one reason I'd like to pick that up. Plus, it's an iconic Japanese race car, too, in the Japanese touring car series. Now, we also have some of the RS6 Audis. Here we have the first 2 releases, the Carbon Edition and then the regular release. This is a regular release with the roof rack. Then we have a couple of the Pagani Juarez Roadsters. These 2 I picked up because they have the color gold wheels. I do dig that. Then I have a couple of the Bentley GT3s. The holiday release, which was the first actual appearance of the car, which they're doing that, excuse me, they're doing that again this year with another Bentley. I forget the name of the car, though. But it's a Chinese exclusive Bentley Christmas edition. Then you have not A90, but the 90, Defender 90 coming up too. That will be a Christmas release. So those I have pre-ordered too. Hopefully they will get here soon. Then we have the black one, which is your test car. That's my favorite one, just because it just looks so sinister. Then there's the black Acura that we just unboxed a couple days ago. Do dig that one just because it's all blacked out or murdered out, however you'd like to call it. Then next to it, there are a couple of McLaren Sennas. These are the ones with the silver wheels. That's the one that I prefer. Actually, my favorite one, though, is the one that was just released a couple months ago, which is this blue one right here. Just love that blue. It looks fabulous on that car. Now, here's a contender that I would say, and now this is my opinion, and I haven't heard this from anyone else, but other people may share the same viewpoint. That right there, that Ford GT, would maybe be the contender for diecast, like 164 diecast of the year. In my opinion, I like it more than the Bugatti. Just because, I don't know, I'm not a huge Bugatti fan, but still a beautiful car, don't get me wrong. If I did have to pick, I guarantee it would land in the top 5 for the year. So that kind of lets you in on a little secret. The Bugatti may be making it into my final 5 for the year, or final 10 for the year, which I can almost guarantee it will. And same thing with this guy here. So that's a little leak, spoiler for the final cut for 2021. So let's zoom back out here, guys, and then just kind of do slow-mo. I know we missed some stuff. The 190E, I do have a couple of them, the first 2 releases, the black street car and the silver test car. Didn't get much into the racing stuff, never followed that series, so I don't know nothing about it, so why buy the cars? Actually, the Japanese touring car series, I don't know much about either. I just know these cars from living here in the Philippines for the past 5 years. I got acquainted with some of these paint jobs, the iconic R32, some of the history behind it, and such. So that's why I picked up some of these ones with the race livery. But yeah, the 190 never got much into that car. But I do dig the diecast. They did a great job. That's why it did make it. Actually, it's one of my picks for the first quarter final cut. So, guys, this is pretty much 155 mini GT cars in a nutshell. And then you even have like your Kato Watero figure back here. His flag fell off, so I actually put it on the building. It actually looks pretty cool up there on the LBWK sign, so I'm not too disappointed that it, well, I am still disappointed it broke, but hey, I knew it was going to happen with as much as it gets handled and moved around for pictures and things like that. There are the 2 showgirls that come with it. I also have the other set where he has his hands over his head, and it comes with the same showgirls, which we looked at the other week. Then we have the police girls up there that come with the police car exclusive that came out last year around this time. So this is it. This is everything. So they're going to start getting boxed up to make that 10,000 mile ride home. Hopefully they don't get damaged. That's why I keep all the original boxes. So hopefully they will make it back safely. Then probably later on in the week, we will do another unboxing. I'm not sure, like my schedule's kind of messed up now with kind of mixing up showcases and unboxings because we're packing things and moving things around and stuff. We're still a couple months away from our journey, but still yet to have to get prepared and kind of pack things we want to keep and eliminate things that are just going to be an extra burden to take back with us. So that's why our schedule's kind of messed up right now with our videos. When we get back to the States, it will get back to the norm. So please bear with me for a couple of months after the first of the year. We should get settled in the States and be back to normal type of schedule of some sort. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. I left an icon here for another showcase video that we did a couple weeks ago. And then I left an icon on the right for you to subscribe. If you have not done so yet, please remember to do that. Give me a thumbs up, share the video, and then I will talk to you guys in a few days. Thanks for watching.